Chevy has the SUVs you know and love. And now there's one more. The first ever all-electric Blazer EV. With the latest tech, incredible range, and easy charging, this head-turning electric vehicle is Motor Trend's 2024 SUV of the Year. When you're ready to go EV, Chevy's got you. Get all the exciting details on the 2024 Chevy Blazer EV at your Colorado Chevy dealer today. And learn more about EV tax credits and take advantage of current offers going on now.
The Dollop is brought to you by Rocket Money. Look, I've been trying to save money for a while, but it seemed like my bank account was stuck. Thankfully, I heard about Rocket Money. And Gareth, I gave it a try. My wife gave it a try, too. And it turns out I had subscriptions just floating around, totally unaware of, and paying for them for years.
And you needed a rocket to take them out.
Not at all. But Rocket Money helped me cancel some of them, and now I'm, starting to see the old savings come in.
It's cancel culture.
Look, Rocket Money is a personal finance app that finds and cancels your unwanted subscriptions. It monitors your spending and helps lower your bills so that you can grow your savings.
And I wanted to apologize to the Packers radio station that I've been paying for approximately 7 years that I canceled, because that was easy money.
And it doesn't just do subscriptions, right? So I've had, I think, 3 subscriptions that I found and canceled now. One was, they're all for my kid's video games that he signed up for when I had no idea when he was like 7. But they saved me $300 on my internet bill.
Yeah, I think what you're saying, Dave, is you got to make tough choices. Do you get rid of the kid? Or do you get Rocket Money? And I think you chose to keep your son, which I think is the brave decision.
That's right.
And use Rocket Money, which I think is awesome.
Yeah, so Rocket Money is not just going to cancel your subscriptions and allow you to make the choice whether or not to keep your child, but it's also going to help negotiate lower your bills for you, up to 20%. Right now, hey, serious? I'm coming for you.
Well,
Rocket Money has over 5 million users and has saved a total of $500 million in canceled subscriptions, saving members up to $740 a year when using all of the app's features. So stop wasting money on things you don't use. Cancel your unwanted subscriptions by going to rocketmoney.com/dollop. That's rocketmoney.com/dollop. rocketmoney.com/dollop.
Blast off.
Joke's on you, I legally changed my fucking name! Ha-ha! Suckers! You think you win? I won. Gary Reynolds is officially my name. Fuck you, Dave. Yeah. Well, yeah. Wow. No! You motherfuckers! It's Gary! I've been really clear. Sir. We are in Australia. Oh my God. The doll heads are alive and well, Dave. It's terrible. Look at this one. So for those of you who don't know, you guys changed your name to doll heads legally as the fans of the show.
It's terrible.
And this is what we've been dealing with so far.
Shame on you.
This is awesome. This is great news.
What are you doing?
I'm going to sign it. And then I'm going to kick it. There you go. See? That's how we fucking do it. This is the last time we're coming to Australia. We're doing it right. This is it.
It's not how we do it.
The last tour. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, no, legally.
We're not, after this, we'll be in a camp, in the desert.
We don't plan on living for another 2 years, so.
We get midway through 2025, and I'll get shot running down the street.
I'll shoot him. I'll be shooting him. I'm going to shoot him. I'm the guy who did it. I'm going to kill him, and then I'm going to kill myself. Yeah. Just like his dad? Yeah, I killed his dad. So what, motherfucker? I killed his fucking dad. Enough. We moved on as a show. Yeah, we moved on. Get over it. I murdered his dad. We do a podcast together. Whatever. God, people are relentless. Let a man live in peace after committing the ultimate sin. No, there's a note. It's a treasure map. What is this?
$89?
Give some context to the things. It's a bit out of sorts.
$89? That's gotta be a catch.
You really paid $89 for valet? You're listening to the Dollop! It's an American history podcast. Sometimes we do Australian stuff. Where each week I read a story from American history to a boob.
Okay. Brutal. Gareth Reynolds, who has no idea what the topic is gonna be about. And boy, oh boy, we can't lift this country's history alone. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the Dollop for his 58th appearance, Wil Anderson! What if there's no mic?
October 15th, 1807. Year of our Lord, J-Town. By the way, here in Australia, of course, J-Town has the beer. What do you call them? Beer cozies? We call them beer cozies.
Yeah, no, they call them stubbies.
Stubbies.
Yeah, and then
They got
flip-flops.
stubbies here and flip-flops.
And then a thong is a platform shoe.
What do they call a butthole?
Huh? Dan, undermouth. Hurry.
Okay. In New South Wales, Governor Lachlan Macquarie banned sun and surf bathing at the wharf and dockyard.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, we don't like that. It's crazy.
He believed bathing in public a, quote, indecent and improper custom.
Bathing.
Bathing.
Public bathing.
Well, they're swimming,
Oh, okay, well that's
but
different.
they call it bathing.
Well, okay, to me soap would be involved for bathing, but they're just swimming.
Yeah. You guys call it swimming now, right?
Yeah, but we still call the things you wear to swim bathers.
See,
Or sometimes swimmers, I guess. But,
to us, swimmers, someone swimming.
yeah, but
It'd be
you
very
can go
confusing to
for
be
a
a
swim.
lifeguard.
You can go for a swim down at the baths. That's right. So,
Can you bathe down in the swims? I like how that's absurd to the audience. Fucking hell! Imagine!
everything's round the other way in Australia. Why am I doing my own accent?
You have it, don't you?
It's weird that I've leaned into it. And now I don't remember how I used to sound.
The comedian Wil Anderson is trying to get his voice back. In England, they used to call it bathing costumes. That's what they would call it.
Yeah.
That to me is the funniest one.
I think we called it bathing costumes for a while.
In America?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Boy, isn't history just wild?
Do you call them bathing suits at all?
Yeah, but like mostly swimmers or bathers or togs or cosy. You're swimming cosy.
No.
You're budgie smugglers.
Bungee smugglers are the tight ones where you...
Yeah, the Speedos are budgie smugglers.
Yeah.
And we had a prime minister who was quite famous for...
Now, you call it a bungee. What is the bungee? Your cock?
Yes.
That's
It is.
Yes,
Smuggling it, right. So customs can't tell. You're not going to cook in there, have you? Yes, sir.
We have this incredible show called Border Security.
I've seen it.
There's a lot of budgie smugglers.
So you gotta stand in that thing like this. I think he's gonna cook. It's gonna be a long show.
Yeah. At that time, he also banned shooting a neighbor's dog on a Sunday.
What do you
There's
call
so
that?
much to cover off in one law.
Yeah.
Like, you think shooting a neighbour's dog, probably that's enough, but you're like, Sunday, no.
Yeah.
That's not the day for that. If you have to, and we all understand that at some stage, we're going to have to shoot our neighbour's
No,
dog.
absolutely.
Don't you be doing that on a Sunday.
No, it's Sunday.
That's
the
God's
fucking
day.
Lord's
Yeah.
Day. Yeah, you don't. Although,
Yeah, we have a governor in the States who just
yeah.
admitted she shot her dog.
She'll shoot a dog any day. Yeah.
His name was Cricket, which is a sport here.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, she shot a goat too, sir. Are you happy with your input? A goat was also shot, sir. Okay? Do you feel like you brought the show to a new high?
Love that though. That guy really said, no one's talking about the goat, man. She shot a goat as well. Why won't anyone justice for the goat, man?
He leaves. Goat lives matter.
GLM. So many believe sunbathing and surf bathing had healing properties, but it had long been a problem on how one dressed to do it.
Yes.
2 decades later, Governors Bork and Gibbs.
You haven't even got close enough for me to guess what you're doing.
B-O-U-R.
You literally, like, I thought you
Oh,
were.
Bjork.
Did you turn into the Swedish chef from the Muppet Show? You're Bork and Gibbs?
Bork, the little. Your governor was the little Icelandic one. You know, the Bork, the street you guys have named after.
Oh, Bert.
Bert.
Yeah.
That should be an E. Noted.
You're right.
Should be an E.
Dave, let me ask you this real quick, just a sidebar. Any of the words you've mispronounced here, are they ever right?
No, because they use the words all wrong. They're like, what if an O and a U was an ah? And you're like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure.
Mostly no.
Okay.
They fucked up.
Yeah.
They're not them. Their ancestors fucked up at some point.
Right, you're not mad at them.
No, it's your ancestors like fucked up with
But
the
you're
name.
mad at them when they try to point out what their ancestors.
It's no different than in New York when you walk down Houston Street. What the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, but that's like a okay, yeah, sure. Yep, thank you, buddy. Yeah, absolutely. I should have held his hand.
Bork and Gibbs extended the ban to all waters that could be seen by the public between 6 a.m. and 8 p.m.
Okay.
6 in the morning to 8 at night.
Yeah,
pretty
you
much.
can't swim
No
naked.
public bathing.
No swimming naked. I believe swimming naked.
Okay.
This was to hide nude people from the public, not stop people from sunbathing completely. So you could sunbathe, but you had to have the full.
You could sunbathe. Oh, right, during the day, right.
Yeah.
But then that weird crew that rolls in at 8 p.m. You're like, get out of the water. Where you going, darling? Woo!
It's dick time.
I just shot a dog.
Now, some resorts had changing rooms on wheels that were pulled by a horse, so sunbathers could go into the sea without being seen.
But then, but you're saying that they were dragged out to, like, into the
They would
sea.
take those out in you'd be
For
in
discretion.
it, and they'd take you out in
And
a
you'd
horse.
go in a little zone here.
Yeah.
And
then
then-
you could be in the water.
Yes, because you would, so no one can see you from the beach, so you can just go straight into the water,
Right.
and you're fine.
Oh my God, I want this for Bondi. Like, I can't take my shirt off down there. There's
Yeah.
influences and stuff, right?
Yeah.
But if someone could drag me out past the first
Yeah, that's not
away,
going to attract any attention.
drag me to the sandbank!
Nobody will know.
Drag me to the sandbank!
They just will.
But it would just be two people carrying him in like a sleeping bag and then
Yeah.
just dropping him in the water.
So relaxed.
Thank God the influencers can't see me. So in 1856, South Australia approved daylight bathing as long as the bathers were, quote, properly clad.
Okay.
Now dudes just kept taking it off and going into the water.
Shocking.
So separate areas were made for men and women.
Okay.
And fines for entering the wrong gender area were £1.
Man, you know there are a lot of guys who are like, bing. Sir, you're missing the point. Here you are. Look at all those boxes. Those were pretty shallow, too. You'd be like, went out 15 feet, and I can see all the way. Like, well, I didn't think of this. That's a little ball. Look at him. Woo!
The men who enforced beach laws were called nuisance inspectors.
Jesus
Well, that
Christ.
doesn't sound right, does
Yeah,
it?
no.
But that actually sounds like the person doing the...
Yeah.
That sounds like the cover story. Excuse me, nuisance protection inspector.
I can see your nuisance. Shame, shame, shame.
But many were still taking their clothes off to enjoy the water. The Observer reported that some women would lie in the sand and the waves would wash over them, quote, literally carrying their dresses up to their neck so that, as far as decency is concerned, they might as well be without a dress at all.
Boy, that is like full-on fetish back then. How much to masturbate? Sir! Oh.
You know what I love as well is you were quoting, I think, the Observer newspaper, but it just also works if it was just an Observer.
Yes, what happens is the water will slowly lift it up, and if you wait the tide out long enough, it'll take it all the way, and you see all the goods. I was laid off. Spend most of my days here now. Ooh. God, am I bumpy. Look at me.
Yes.
I've got anticipatory bumps. I'm like man braille. Oh, read me. Someone read me.
We're going to have to
Figure out what I am.
You should creep.
Oh, I'm peeking.
In 1889, the mayor of Manly said nuisance inspectors could ignore naked bathing before 7 a.m. So now you can be nude before 7. Just hang out.
Yeah.
Sure.
Christians kept pushing for crackdowns.
Well, that's the best way not to see you crack.
These censoring conservative, priggish people were called Miss Grundies.
Miss Grundy's? What's happening?
I know she's Miss Grundy. I don't even need to be told.
Yeah, I mean, they're Karens, right? They're Karens.
Right.
They're the old school Karens.
Ass Karens. So they were
They don't want to see any of this bullshit on the beach.
Right.
No.
Right.
Totally covered
Regardless
up.
of what time of the day.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, they want you full dress. And
The whole
Yeah.
time. Right.
Your drowning dress.
Yeah, right. Right.
Yeah.
They thought bathers could not control their desires. Quote, bathing stimulated the desire for flesh,
Yes.
aroused erotic thoughts, and encouraged sexual crime. Not helping.
I mean, you actually are not helping.
Oh, Grundy.
No, you're not supposed to be into Grundy.
No, I'm into Grundy. Maybe Grundy's problem is she's just never sat on the water and let her dress get lifted up by the hand of Neptune. Believe me, I used to be against it. Till I felt it. Once you go crack, you never go back.
I don't need the...
Come on! Party.
I'm good.
It's fun.
No.
Yeah. Sloshy.
An all-day surfing movement was formed in 1890 to fight against the daylight bathing ban.
Wait, what?
All day surfing?
How is
All
that
day-
countering the
Well, they want to be able to wear whatever you want all day long and go out and just enjoy the surf.
That's the loophole.
Yeah,
so the idea is if you're on a board, it's like you could be naked.
No, surfing just means you go in the surf.
Oh, okay.
So they just literally they're like, can we just go in the fucking water? Like they're the normal people.
Okay.
Yeah. Hundreds of bathers lobbied to overturn it, but councils didn't lift the bans because no one could agree on what should be worn if they did.
Okay.
The Grundys got more local councils to ban public bathing during daylight. In 1891, the Manly Council passed a law requiring bathers to wear costumes and told cops to enforce laws more. But it continued. Tensions increased, with Christians becoming more strident. In 1901, an upset James Wilson told the New South Wales Legislative Council of, quote, men in an absolute state of nudity who appeared at the public baths in the domain.
I like they're strict in numbers. Tonight we storm the beach.
I mean, sometimes in Australia we do that and it doesn't work out so well. So I'm behind this one, I've got to be honest with you. We don't have a great history with storming beaches. In fact, one really famous one happened in ScoMo's electorate.
I think it's just important that you guys try.
Yeah.
When America storms the beach, we get it done.
Right.
So the Grundys get more.
Not a great name for the people who are butt and taint.
Yeah, we should bring it
Because the
back.
Grundy sounds like the zone that you'd be for it, you know? But the Grundys, we like that zone.
Yeah.
It's just a point.
In 1902, paper editor and artist William Gocher started a one-man campaign to legalize bathing during daylight hours in Sydney.
So he wants all nude all day.
Yeah.
Just do what you want.
Yeah. I
And
like
you say a one-man campaign.
Yeah.
I love this.
Yeah.
Like, this is the hill that he has decided to die.
naked.
Yeah, this is it. I've got it. This is me. I'm going to be the leader of this.
Are you going to the beach again?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll show him. Naked.
Oh, Jesus, he's back.
Come on! Look at the form! It's a beauty! Jesus Christ.
He announced he'd sunbathe publicly at Manly on 3 Sundays in a row.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Well, he's got a spare day in his calendar now. He's not shooting his neighbour's dog.
Since I can't shoot the neighbor's dog, I've gone on to other things. The council condemned him, so they voted, and they were like, fuck this
We
guy.
condemn you, and he's like, all right, whatever.
Whatever, I'm just going to the beach.
Yeah, whatever, relax.
And refused to change the ban, so he laid out in the sun in a knee-to-neck outfit.
In a knee-to-neck outfit.
Okay.
When he went in and out of the water, he wore a raincoat.
Wait, with the knee-to-neck outfit, or just...
Yeah.
Oh, he did.
But does that not defeat the purpose of being in the water?
And when he got in the water, he took off the raincoat.
Okay.
So once he's submerged, he must have an assistant.
So wait, what? No, sorry. He goes in there
So he's laying on the beach,
fully clothed and his
Neck
knee-to-neck.
Neck to knee.
and then
Neck to knee.
I remember.
and then he gets up and he puts on his raincoat so as not to offend. And then he walks down to the water and gets in the water and takes off the raincoat and swims like a gentleman.
But he's still in his neck to knee outfit. So
Yes.
all he's doing, but so really he's basically being like, that'll teach him, and they're like, awesome. What?
Yeah,
And
but
he's
you
like,
wore a curtain.
Well, guess what? I'm not naked. Happy now?
But you are right. Like, what is he doing with the raincoat once he takes it off? Like, he must have an assistant, and there must be
There must be an assistant.
an accomplice.
Yes, there has
Who's
to be someone.
naked? Who's totally naked? Good. That's awesome. Good work. We're going to put the system on trial.
Do you like my mustache.
Yeah, I mean, whatever, honestly.
It's just him and his observer.
Yeah.
That's Roger. The cops let him go in twice.
The cops let him go in twice,
In the water twice.
but he's fully clothed.
Well, is he?
Yes.
Not according to the law.
Okay.
And the third time they arrested him.
Wait, what law is he breaking?
He's not supposed to sunbathe in the tight neck to...
Next to this like flirtatious, provocative neck to knee.
Yeah, what do you... If you see a guy...
He's fully covered.
He's in like
No,
tights.
you can see his shins.
Oh, yeah, oh, gross.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. Yeah, oh my God. Ugh.
Have you ever seen a guy's shins and not wanted to fuck?
If any, I will say the male area is very erotic and attractive.
Very erotic.
Yeah.
That's why everyone wears socks now. So he was quickly released on bail, and the Inspector General declined to prosecute. So, without the support of the police or the Inspector General, the council was forced to repeal the law in 1903.
Wow.
Oh my God! So it was like a political protest, and he won.
And it worked.
Yeah.
Wow.
The rule now was, quote, bathers shall be clothed or covered from the neck and shoulders to the knees with a suitable bathing dress or costume.
Really resonated for one person.
Yeah.
Really hit home.
So now you don't have to wear a raincoat when you walk down the beach.
In your neck to knee outfit.
It feels like he didn't do much.
He did.
Okay, he did?
He got his shins. Shins. You know what it's like. You gotta get a little bit, and then you can,
Sure.
gradually.
Then the
bit
next
by
guy
bit,
comes
you can
over and is like,
come over and go,
we
"You
should
know
be
what?"
able to have our dicks out.
Right.
Right.
No, too much.
Oh, too much.
Yeah.
We should be able to stroke our cocks as we walk towards the
knees.
I'm
Yeah,
about
knees.
to show my brown eye!
Yeah, all right, relax.
Knees,
The
maybe
undermouth.
Like, lower into like a V-neck or something.
Yeah.
I was thinking
The
maybe
V-neck
and some
that slips down the shoulders like a cocktail dress. And
Yeah.
then slowly,
Yeah.
we rip the whole attire off. We're fully naked. Exactly. Baby steps. Why are you physically moving further away? That's what I understand.
You know what?
Come on!
What's wrong, buddy?
Don't make me part of this.
You don't like the old Franken beans?
Well, I actually am gonna maybe move a couple feet away from you. Yeah. That's a shame that you put it that way.
All right. So, the Miss Grundys are upset.
Sure.
So, segregation occurs. Manly ropes off the ocean and fenced the
Jesus
beaches.
Christ. What was the beginning of that one?
Segregation occurred. Manly roped off the ocean and fenced the beaches. Newcastle put a barbed wire fence around the ladies' bathing place.
Oh my God.
To keep people out?
Or in.
Or in. Like, did they cage up some women?
They caged the ocean. Yeah, so now
For your own protection, you can't leave the beach.
You live here now!
Frolic! Enjoy yourself! There's no men here! Isn't freedom grand? As there's like 8 dead men on barbed wire. Oh, we're knocking them off, that's for sure. Ironically, their bathing costumes have fallen off, but don't worry, they're not coming back.
Oh, fuck.
A lot of sharks are approaching with all that chummed blood, though, huh? Not thought this through. Anyway, have a good day off. Great solution. The men have solved the problem. There's now dangerous wire surrounding your vacation area. Okay? There you go.
I mean, I'm sure it kept the guys from going in.
Sure.
It's like the same way you guys put up the barbed wire around like Darwin and stuff because you're scared of the Japanese during World War II. Same thing, but just in this case it's men and women.
What's he talking about?
You were whispering, so I went
Yeah, but we were just, we were whispering into microphones.
People heard.
It felt weird.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, I mean, that's how you make us feel all the time.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's part of my beauty. Hey.
Yeah. Okay. I'm just talking to Will for a minute.
No, we're in the middle of a show.
Put on some YouTube. I got to talk to Will about this. By the way, if you type YOU in your computer, I bet tube's not the next thing that comes up. Pervert, we know what you're doing. Man, Australian Wi-Fi sucks. I can't upload our videos.
It does suck.
It explains all the lotion on the hands.
That wasn't a lotion.
He's calling housekeeping. Hey, do you have any more of the hand lotion? No, I got plenty of soap.
Yeah.
It's the hand lotion I'm running real low on. Yes, again.
I've been looking at pictures of women in neck to knees.
You have any barbed wire you can build around my cock? Having a naughty day.
Where were we? Oh, right. So they put barbed wire. The Christians still constantly reported to the press there was hedonism on the beach. And they opposed what the bathers wore, actual sunbathing and mixed bathing.
Mixed bathing.
Well, mixed bathing, if you see a man and a woman in the surf swimming, it's like watching them fuck.
Yep. Very much so.
In a letter...
I mean, at the beach I go to, it kind of is.
Can Dave get that address when you get there? He's got to upload some videos.
He's got to shoot some videos. He's just doing these shows as a cover version for buying the cameras.
These are just testing for his shoot at the beach. Focus so good. It's just burying them. That's perfect. Sir, move! No reason.
In a letter to the editor from a mother of girls, that was who she wrote
Sincerely, mother of girls.
wrote of the, quote, heaps of sprawling men and lads, naked but for a nondescript rag around their middle, who had forced her to vacate Balmoral Beach. Balmoral.
So they're just loinclothing it up, basically.
A mother of girls said that she saw heaps of sprawling men and lads naked, but for a rag around the middle, their so-called bathing costumes might put an Aboriginal to shame.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Well,
I know.
Lost the
I can't
room.
believe there was racism back then. Shh, as opposed to today. She closed by saying sunbathers should be flogged.
Oh, man. I'll flog myself, thank you very much.
Yeah, it does feel like you'd have just taken that photo of him right outside the barbed wire fence.
Yes.
Let me in.
Or don't.
But most people were fine with what was happening.
With what? The nudity?
People.
Yeah, most normal people are like, yeah, it's fine, but it's just a loud Christian minority.
We are also brought to you, Gareth, by Helix Sleep.
Don't even.
The Dollop loves Helix Sleep. We've been in
Huge
business for a long
fans.
time together. We sleep on Helix beds.
Yep.
My whole family does.
I had someone the other day ask me how much I like Helix for their own personal use, and I said, I love it. I cannot recommend it enough. It is the best bed I've ever had, without question.
I used to get a little lower backache from my previous bed, and this one, not my Helix.
Nope.
It's beautiful. I just sleep
best.
like a baby all
Best
through the
bed.
night.
Yep. Although I will say babies don't sleep great, it seems like. So maybe you sleep like a toddler.
So you go to Helix, you take their sleep quiz, they hook you up with the perfect mattress. Just it takes like 2 minutes, comes shipped straight to your door.
What'd you get?
It's the Dusk Lux.
Same here, Dusk Lux, Dusk Lux.
So you get to sleep on it. They give you a 100-night trial and a 10 to 15-year warranty to try your new Helix.
Now, that's not like a jury trial. We should be very clear. That's like you get to test it out, like a trial run.
Helix is offering 25% off all mattress orders and 2 free pillows to our listeners. Go to helixsleep.com/dollop. That's helixsleep.com/dollop. This is their best offer yet, and it won't last long. With Helix, better sleep starts now.
Starts now.
You're damn right.
Are you feeling overwhelmed, stressed, or struggling with your mental well-being? Taking care of your mental health is just as important as taking care of your physical health. With Aurora Mental Health and Recovery, you can get the care you need. Whether you're dealing with anxiety, depression, or simply need someone to talk to, we can help. So if you're ready to take control of your mental health, visit auroramhr.org today. That's auroramhr.org. Aurora Mental Health and Recovery is here for you.
With better public transportation and fewer working hours, beaches started to become more accessible to workers. So anyone could go to St. Kilda, Bondi, Redcliffe, Glenelg, sure, and Cottesloe.
Cottesloe. Yeah, you were close. I think Glenelg was the furthest away of it.
Yeah, that's fine.
It's you can spell the same backwards and forwards.
Oh, Hannibal.
What did you say? Hannibal?
Hannibal.
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 It's a Hannibal.
Hannibal. It's an ABBA song.
Letters still...
Which is a Hannibal.
Letters still poured into papers. One called sunbathers vulgar beasts who were on the beach, quote, absolutely nude with the exception of a towel. The Waverly mayor could not believe what he was seeing. Quote, they are in a worse manner than if they were nude. Women are too often worse than men, putting on tight, gauzy material that clings when wet, too much to be decent. So he's like he's into it. He's like,
I don't think he's into it. I think he's not into it.
No, but it's one of those things where he's very turned on by it, so it's wrong.
You know the worst thing about this is, like, literally, I mean, I don't want to, like, there was like a guy on the news recently, like in Australia, like on the Gold Coast, complaining about like women wearing too scantily clothes. Like, it hasn't gone away.
It never goes away.
A thing that is still happening.
They're the same fucking people. They're the same people. Yeah.
They're old then.
Yeah, they're old.
Incredibly old people.
Yeah, they're much older.
They're still wearing their gauze. Bring back the bottom line, I say. 200-year-old Martha.
They called sunbathers larrikins, blackguards, dogs, and...
No dogs, look out.
Said that it was like watching crocs watching for prey.
I thought they liked praying. I'm having fun with it. Yeah.
In 1907, the Waverly Council proposed, and the mayors of
Said yes.
several towns, Waverly, Randwick, and Manly, agreed to regulate what bathers could wear. Anyone over 8 had to cover from, quote, the neck to the bend of the knee, and of such material as not to disclose the color of the skin.
What? Crazy? How many grown men were like, oh, I'm 7.5 years old. I'm a little boy. I've lost me daddy. It's Christ.
Not done.
Oh?
With a tunic, worn over the combinations both covering the body from the neck to the knee, and the tunic shall have sleeves reaching to at least halfway from the shoulder to the elbow.
Holy fuck.
Alright, so you've got to wear like the...
Nun's outfit?
I mean, it's layers, right?
It's layers. Now it's like having the thing they had before, right?
Yeah.
Anthony, and then like a wrap over it.
Okay, interesting.
Wow.
I mean, look, okay, I get that like there is a part of me that's like, I've been sucked up in your story, and I've been going, you know what, this is terrible, like people should be able to wear whatever they want, they should be able to bathe at the beach and be free.
Yes.
But what has kind of occurred to me is that like, we live in a country that has like a climate change absolute disaster happening. There's a massive hole in the ozone layer, and like melanoma is one of the biggest killers in Australia, and there's always government campaigns telling us that when we go to the beach, we've got to cover up so that we don't get, like this was...
Are you a Grundy?
You know what? I might be a Grundy. The Grundys were so smart, you know? The Grundys knew you got to slip on slab, you know?
You just became a Grundy?
I'm a Grundy. I'm proudly Grundy. Call me Sunday or Monday, I'm a Grundy. That's what I say. We're the rich Grundys, right up to me neck, down to the knees. I'm a Grundy.
This is a
Now,
great
Grundy
new...
or Bundy?
This is a great new chapter for you. I love this for you. Your next stand-up shows are all pro-Grundy.
Well, you know what? We made a mistake when we took off our clothes at the beach. Let's go back.
We did.
Yes, please. Just trying to think of the pun name for it. We'll get there.
We'll get there. Wil Undies.
We'll get there.
The bathers were furious. A large meeting was called of all surf bathing clubs.
Wow. Yes. That's the Bondi Lifesaver Authority. That's the original Bondi Rescue right there.
Yeah, I mean, they really were. They were really OG surf rescuers.
It's a good thing they got all that rope, too.
Yeah, well, then you wear the rope out when you went out to get someone.
Ah, right. Confidence in your swimming abilities.
That fills me with confidence. Why did they cut that out of Baywatch? Rope me. I'm gonna go Cousteau him.
They called the new outfit a skirt.
This?
Though these guys are mad at the tunic.
Okay.
Due to the tunic, one member wrote that the regulations would kill surf bathing. Quote, "Bathers are the most manly of men who love the exhilarating battle with the breakers, and they would not for a moment tolerate the wearing of women's clothes."
It's weird that one group is arguing for tunics and the other one wants full nudity. Like, there's no...
Well, these guys just don't want to. These guys just don't want to be in what they think are dresses.
Right. They're comfortable with this.
Yeah, they're fine with
Okay.
this, but they've been told they have to wear a
dress.
tunic over it, and they're like, "That's a dress."
Yeah, okay.
They also said a skirt would be cumbersome and dangerous in the sea.
Yes.
The Randwick mayor was surprised so many were upset. The next day, all he heard about was, quote, the saltwater kilt. City officers were being harassed, so they blamed the mayors. And the frustrated Randwick mayor, quote, we have only arranged that the costume must be like a pair of pants and a jersey or a tunic. It is simply a neck-to-knee costume. There is nothing at all about men or women wearing skirts.
Who added the tunic? Like, the tunic's where everything went wrong, right?
Yes.
Like, everything was, like, kind of on the right track a little bit, and then someone was like, and the tunic.
They wanted something over the...
Yeah, they want
They
to
don't want to see
drown
the form.
people.
They don't want to see the codpiece that these guys are...
Or maybe it's that they knew that, like, once you get rid of the... Like, they threw the tunic back in as, like,
An over...
Like, we knew we'd lose this in the negotiation.
Yes,
we're
right.
going to lose the tunic,
Okay,
but
right.
we're still going to get into
Totally.
that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We want you to wear a tunic.
Yeah, a tunic and a weird hat. There are two other requirements.
No, bullshit!
Yeah.
We'll just wear neck-to-knee stuff. Oh, we got screwed in negotiating. Fine.
The Sydney Herald said, quote, Mayor Watkins on Saturday last distinctly stated that bathers must wear skirts. And then he meant to enforce it. So he's saying one thing, like, that's not what it is. And the Sydney Herald's like, no, that's what he's saying.
Oh, okay. So good reporting.
So the Grundys said the changes were needed because the laws were being violated, quote, by a certain class wearing the most transparently flimsy material. The public had to be protected from that class.
Yes.
The working class.
Yes.
Oh. So they're now frequenting the beach because they can get there easier.
Yes.
But the mayor...
Factory penises. Blue-collar dongs they are. Calloused hands, only from work a little bit. We know what they want to do. Get their scrotums in the water. We gotta watch it, just because they work regular jobs. You don't see us rich people getting in there with our dicks out. No! We do it in our home. Our servants go out, get a bucket of seawater, and then pour it on us in our chambers. Disgusting. I abhor the poor.
Now...
What?
You're from the American South?
Huh? That's right.
Okay.
I live in Sydney. What?
No.
I moved here as a boy. What?
Yeah.
Got a fucking problem, pervert?
No.
Why don't you go make a license plate or some other bullshit?
What does that even mean?
I'm from money, fuckface.
Okay.
Okay. The ocean's my pool.
Well...
I don't need you donging it up. You weird cock water. Yeah, why don't I just drink the water you boiled hot dogs in? That'll work.
I'm fully clothed.
Shut the fuck up! It's the message people like you push.
What?
Yeah, that's right.
We just want to go in the water.
I know, with your dicks out.
No.
Yes, it is.
We're wearing...
Put on a prom dress. Now, if people like me want to go swimming in our jewels, we may. But people like you can't be out there with your dirty, crabby pubes.
What?
Yeah, that's right. I know what you're doing. Disgusting pig people. Shooting your dogs on Sundays. That's for every other day, fuckwad. Gross.
Again, why are you from the South?
Because my dad was Australian. He started a small business, it hit, and I knew I was gonna run it when I got older. So I was a prick my whole life. And then I came here and I acted like I earned it. But I didn't. And I got a woman to marry me because she wanted money. What are you looking at? I'm not an eye chart, you fucking bitch. Yeah, wipe your glasses up so you can go work your little factory buttons. People like you make me sick.
What?
Shut the fuck up. Say one more thing. I fucking love it. This is blood.
You're drinking blood?
Blood of boy.
What?
Yeah. Oh, hey, what's up? Well, oh my God. I don't have much left in the tank for you, but I've got... You want some, you can get some. This beach is still open for a couple more hours.
I'm back to Gareth.
I gotta try to find where I was. No fucking clue.
I don't know how that guy would make you lose your place.
So the working class are now frequenting the beach. So they passed these regulations about the tunic, and the mayor came and said, well, the guy who writes up the regulations had refused to accept the form. So as of now, the rules aren't in effect.
Oh.
So the guy did the official document.
Okay.
The next day, the papers printed letters from readers, and one asked the mayor to explain how they could tuck in a tunic.
How they could tuck in a tunic?
Tuck in a tunic. A life-saving organization said no one would swim out to save a person while wearing a tunic. When would they be fined for doing so? One said the definition of a tunic was a petticoat. And who was making money off the proposal? Who was invested in tunics?
Big Petty. This goes all the way to the top.
The Herald called the tunic a, quote, relic of ancient Rome being forced upon an unsuspecting people.
Oh my God. So, nobody's rational.
No.
This
But
is
also, we are trying to force tunics on people.
true. Yes.
This is an era where we're saying to people, you must wear a petticoat when you go to the beach, right?
Just swim. Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Others.
And this is what your story today is about as well, right?
No. Oh, no. This is just the first two paragraphs. We're just.
This one's about dinosaur boats.
It's about Captain Cook. Others said it would negate the therapeutic benefits of bathing.
Sure.
Okay. Days later, the Surf Bathing Association was created.
Surf bathing.
They were horrified of this forced skirt emasculation.
Yeah.
And they organized a protest, even though the proposal had already been dropped. That Sunday.
Smart. That's good though. I like that. You're like, I like our chances. We're gonna fight the system, take them down. We've already agreed to your terms. We strike.
Pronunciation coming up that'll test it. That Sunday, protests were held at Bondi, Manly, and Coogee?
That's good?
Yeah, that's right.
Koja?
Who's a good boy?
Not who we are.
Good boy.
Not who we are.
Coochie. You're a bad boy. You know what happens to bad boys? Yep. It's Monday.
Did somebody say Grundy?
No, sorry. No, sir. No. I've got a case of the Grundys.
You know, who hates Grundy's, Garfield hates it.
So thousands came to the protest. The men wore women's clothing.
Yeah. Are you telling me that the protest about not wanting to wear women's clothing, they wore women's clothing? Is that what happened?
Yes.
We'll show them.
I'm worried that we are agreeing to what they want.
No, we're showing them by being cross-dressers and we don't like it.
We won't wear dresses. How are we going to show them? Put on some dresses.
Come back next week for Suck Cup for homophobia.
I told you! The Sun, quote, to say that the costumes were grotesque and would not convey an adequate idea of the ludicrous and amusing get-ups.
Right.
Yeah. It was the largest crowd ever at Bondi.
Oh. Wow.
Working class men, at 10:30 a.m., they marched onto the beach, quote, accompanied by a cheer, and variously clad brigades issued forth. Dozens of camera fiends rushed to the scene.
Camera fiends.
Yeah.
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Upskirts. A large crowd.
Doesn't really matter if you upskirt someone if they've got another layer under the skirt.
No, that's part of the fetish.
Christ, that's such a real answer. What are you winking at? Everyone.
A large crowd of cheering sunbathers surrounded them. The leader wore a muslin dress.
Well, what?
Quote, the material being so thin that its lanky form could be plainly seen. So the guy in the muslin dress was like...
Okay. You could see.
You could see the dog.
You could see what was wrong.
Oh, he was presenting.
When he got his feet wet, he screamed like a damsel in distress, and a group of lifesavers came down and rescued him. They then formed a procession with banners, and men wore petticoats, evening dresses, fancy hats, long skirts, and undergarments. One was dressed as Tired Tim, a lazy hobo from the time, but with a skirt on.
Oh, no. What the fuck?
So that was a famous cartoon from the time. Two lazy hobos. They chanted, will we wear skirts? No. Will we be old women? No.
Wow.
Are the aldermen old women? Yes. Cops strolled watching. The crowd made 3 cheers for sunbathing and 3 for the surf. The new law was dead in the water. When beach regulations came out 7 months later, there was no mention of the tunic. Still, all had to wear neck-to-knee outfits while on the sand. Beachwear slowly became more revealing over time. Consumers pushed it, particularly after World War I, as more tolerance of the human body arrived.
Nice.
The middle-class teens mingled on the beach in more revealing outfits. In the late 1920s, shorts and brassieres for women and trunks for men became normal. And the Miss Grundys hated it. Reverend Ebbs of Manly, quote, wares should be hunted off the beach and harbor fronts.
Wow.
But no one cared. More people wore the revealing outfits. The neck-to-knee laws remained, but there was no enforcement. The Waverly Council often discussed beachwear, and in 1929, the council declared Bondi was to be for gentlemen. Aside from nude sunbathing, games of leapfrog were banned.
Now you've gone too far. I'm playing a simple, humble game of leapfrog with my friends.
There was so little to do. Is this before like the ball was invented? Do frogs leap over each other?
Yeah.
Not a lot, though.
Yeah.
Not at first.
If they're like in if they've been going to the pub a lot together, or if they like.
Are you talking to us?
Yeah. If they're in like a.
Do you know him?
Rugby league, like a community rugby league, or they. I don't know if they. Sometimes they like try out oils.
They what? I'm sorry. Some dickhead shouted at the beach. What?
Well, I've got guys get oils, and they're like, can I?
Is that? Are you signing off on what this guy is?
I like frogs.
He can't. See, the thing, he can't hop anymore because of the hips.
Hey.
And you know the worst thing is, my favourite style of music is hip hop, and that's right.
Look, you don't have to hop over. You can hop over me as many times as you want, and I don't even need to hop over you.
Not on this fucking beach!
Leapfrogging was like, wow, that'd be great. Woo! We leapfrog all day, boy. Woo! I'll tell you, you can't top a day like today. Swam and we just jumped over each other for miles.
Cricket was also banned.
Oh, mate, first they want to come from leapfrog. And none of you stood up for leapfrog.
Yeah.
You didn't like leapfrog.
Then they come for your
But then
cricket.
they come from cricket. And first it's the frogs, then it's the cricket. So I fucking told you.
It's Australia's 2 favorite sports.
Yes.
The World Leapfrog Championships.
I once saw a frog eat a cricket.
October 1935, the Minister for Local Government, Eric Spooner, introduced Ordinance 52.
Uh-oh.
People had to cover the front of the torso between the armpits and the waist and at least 3 inches of the upper leg. Women must wear half skirts. Everyone made fun of Spooner.
Good.
He said there were many complaints, including from the County Women's Association. So they were complaining about all the people basically nude on the beach. These are the people who were upset. Spooner then designed the Spooner suit.
Oh, fuck me. Oh, boy.
So he
I
makes
can't.
very specific rules about what should be, and then he designs his own suit.
Yes! I've got ideas, says Spooner. I've got no lips, but a lot of ideas.
Everyone laughed at me, so I made an outfit. That'll teach them to laugh.
The Spooner suit.
Yes, the Spooner, 3 inches below the top of the leg, all the way up to the top of the chest, with a V shape to the small of the neck, and made of
spoons.
Wool.
Oh, no! Oh, my God.
Yes.
Oh.
As we all know, sheep found mostly in the ocean.
I mean, the worst. Is there a worse material for a bathing suit?
Lead.
Fire.
Iron. Fire's a good one, yeah.
Like the ocean would mostly put it out.
Yeah, still.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ants.
Asbestos.
It's not a pitch session.
I know, that made it a bit dark too.
Yeah, it definitely got weird, yeah.
Yeah, this
Asbestos. Tumors!
Dead dogs!
Blood and bones!
Gotta love the asbestos guy living his dreams. Honey, watch me get involved in the podcast that I listen to. You know, it seems like they're doing pretty well, but I feel like they probably want a 4th involved in this one. Darling, I think you should shut the fuck up. No. Look, they got a little bit of momentum, but I work all day in a restaurant. I think I know what I'm doing. Well, just pitch like a material that makes sense. No. Mine will be really, really obscure, long, not helpful. But if it hits, holy fuck, think of the upside. I can even imagine a world where they pull up a 4th chair. Throw that out there and have me sit up there.
So some mocked a new rule. Alex Perkins of the Manly Surf Life Saving Club strolled across the beach in shorts, socks, and shoes with his chest bare. An inspector escorted him off the sand. You piece of shit.
I mean, it's weird that he was wearing socks and shoes. Like taking your shirt off when you've left your socks and shoes on at the beach.
He's got a bow tie on.
Yeah. He should be arrested. I'm not a fucking creep!
Jesus Christ, sir. What are you doing? Crocs and socks? Come on!
So the council declined to prosecute him. The Surf Life Saving Association said, quote, "It should be our aim to encourage young men to take pride in their physique. This cannot be better encouraged than the opportunity to expose their rippling muscles to sunshine,
this guy needs
fresh
to,
air,
sir.
and public eye."
It's look, they've got big, beautiful nipples. Let's see them. Show your muscles.
Let's see those man titties.
Front and back. Maybe they should have to lift kettlebells while they're out there. And maybe there should be little holes for men like me to stand behind walls where we can do what we like through them. Hey, we're all saying the same thing. Let people wear what they want to the beach, and let those of us who want to put our willies through holes in walls that we bring, go ahead.
No, I was saying I want to do that.
Fucking... Man, I'll tell you, I felt like I was on an island for a while out here. But Some of us want to build fences around our dongs and watch the men lift the kettlebells on the beach.
Yes.
That's really the end of the pitch. I don't know why I brought the laser pointer.
Mark Twain put his dick through a fence.
Well, look, historically we can't really back that one up. I think this guy misread Huckleberry Finn, to be quite frank with you. Mark Twain was, kind of a literary punster, but I don't know if he did that. Maybe don't help the cause with that Mark Twain stuff, okay?
It was always the story that I heard.
All right. Look, I would like to officially distance myself from this man who I recently started associating myself with.
White dicks especially.
Oh my God. Literally, what the fuck just happened? Holy shit, it's hard to believe at one point I co-signed anything this man said. Holy fuck. No!
So, the Grundys have lost the battle. A body did not mean sexual deviancy, but it was looked on as health and fitness.
Yeah.
In the 1940s, women started showing a bit of midriff.
Oh, fucking A.
Yeah! Beach inspectors mostly ignored it, as it was seen as minor. In 1945, in post-war France, Louis was a mechanical engineer who took over his mother's lingerie business.
Louis was a mechanical engineer who took over his mother's lingerie business. I mean, it's a great original draft of the song from The Nanny.
He came up with a skimpy two-piece with legless bottoms and named it after the nuclear testing site, the Bikini Atoll.
Oh my God, it's the invention of the atoll.
That guy finally's okay with it. Well, at the beginning, it took a toll on me.
Because he thought the bikini would also change the world. Louis had actually ripped it off from Jacques Him, who had made the same outfit but named it the Atom because it was so small. Bikini was a better name.
Let me at them, huh? Come on, huh?
Models thought it was so risque, only dancer Micheline Bernardini would wear it. Louis said it would reveal, quote, everything about a girl except her mother's maiden name.
Right.
But none of this maiden name is Bush. I think he's wrong on both.
Really? I decided to cover the pubic hair of the era. So, don't worry.
That would go on through the 70s.
That's right.
He also said it was, quote, just enough to protect their property without spoiling the view.
Yeah, right?
That
Just
is...
enough to protect the property without spoiling the view. But you know what? That sounded so much nicer in French.
Yeah, you love the view, huh? But you don't get to stay on the property. Wow, that is awful, huh? I don't think it does sound better.
I don't think that was French. I think he's confused speaking in a vaguely European accent for speaking French.
No, I spoke in French. Yeah, you want the view? You gotta rent the apartment, huh? Oh, fuck, I gotta stop talking. Holy shit. This is existential, huh? Christ almighty!
So it caused a worldwide sensation, but not many people were ready for it. The New South Wales Minister for Local Government, Joe Carl, said it appeared to be, quote, altogether too revealing, and councils needed to act.
Yeah, I love that the local government guys going, this is a local government issue. I think they need to weigh in on the bikini.
Bring them in.
Well, his comment led women to wear it. The next day, 2 local models walked in bikinis on, I forgot how to say this, Koji Beach? Koji Beach. So it turns out Mark Foy's department store had hired these models to create publicity and sell suits.
To sell suits, or to sell babies?
Sell the babies.
Controversial.
Is anyone coming to the suit sale?
Oh, this will sell a double-breasted.
Well, you're on the nice list.
Wow.
Thank you.
Wow.
Sometimes.
Wow. but now you've proved you can do it.
Oh, I can do it. I just don't want to do it.
Yeah, okay.
I don't want to.
I don't respect it.
Okay.
I don't respect it. No, I don't believe in it.
It's oh fuck.
So the department's on Maya,
So
right?
so
Maya?
the Sun has an article with a pic the next day. Quote: "The men whistled at the girls, but generally expressed disapproval of the suits." So
Yeah, they are some real disapproving faces. Oh, that is the face of disapproval.
How dare you?
Yeah. That guy's eyes are doing the international sign for disapproval.
Yeah. Moments before this group of lads invented what's called the Ocean Jack.
A very popular children's show in Australia, Ocean Jack.
And there's also
Good night, children. I'm Ocean Jack. Turn that off.
there's also a late night Ocean Jack.
Ocean Jack after dark. Jesus, Ocean Jack. Did you put the kids to bed? Let's get freaky. Ocean Jack.
Same Ocean Jack, different hour.
Late at night, Ocean Jacks becomes Lotion Jack.
Feel the motion of the lotion in the ocean with Jack. Wonder why the waves got so frothy.
And salty.
It's just fish are dead behind him. Jesus Christ, Ocean Jack, you're an ecological disaster. I'm like this all the time. Shut the fuck up. You've bleached the coral reef. Oopsie daisy. You should have put up a great barrier. Oh, no more if I do. Jesus Christ, Ocean Jack. Ocean Jack hanged in The Hague today. He went out the way he wanted to. Autoerotic asphyxiation. By the way, there had to be at some point in history some fucking hilarious motherfucker who, when they hanged him, was like, fucking.
Wait, give me a minute. Loosen my hands.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, I did not know they were into it, but just for a second before they died, we're like, ooh.
Fuck me, this
His
is
last
amazing.
words were, hey, just so you know, this feels amazing.
Wait, hang me again.
I'd like to be hanged next. You've done nothing wrong.
Oh, really? So, Foy said the suits were for private use on a private beach or a private garden. The Sun quoted women, quote, "I think it's disgusting. I wonder what girls will be wearing 5 years from now." An older man in Brisbane, quote, "It's a jolly good idea, provided the girls wearing it are good looking." So councils immediately banned the bikini, as did all of Australia.
There was a nationwide bikini ban.
I mean, yeah, basically, I think all the states did. Bans just made the bikini a thing. Days later, during a packed day at Bondi, someone yelled, quote, "Look, French costumes!" And half the beach stampeded. Thousands formed a mob. 4 inspectors,
What the fuck? What is
4
happening?
beach inspectors
It's like Tom Downey's shorts.
pushed into the middle, where there were no French swimsuits, no bikinis. It took 30 minutes to convince their mob there was nothing to see. But all day, people kept yelling, "French swimsuit!" and crowds would form. One girl was rescued from a mob even though she was just in a regular swimsuit.
Wow.
Days later, the Sydney Telegraph, okay, so this is what the beach, what do you call them, lifesavers? Yeah, lifesavers. We call them...
David Hasselhoff.
David Hasselhoff. So these guys did both. They would save lives and also keep an eye on what you were wearing.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
So days later, the Sydney Telegraph reported a young waitress, Norma Milgate, bought a bikini by mail and wore it around the town of Noramine. Noramine? I took a shot, I lost. She went, all right, we fucking heard. She went shopping but was barred from local baths, then, quote, walked to the cemetery in a swimsuit.
Yes!
And then the Thriller video started.
Yes, Norma, right? Norma? Was that her name?
Yeah.
Norma, yeah.
Norma. Love it. Just down the cemetery in your bikini.
Yeah, just
love
people
it.
like, I missed it. Oh, Christ, look at her. Hello.
Hi, Mom.
That felt more about you than
Hi, Dad. Are you drinking now? Dave. What?
He wasn't buried.
Stop talking.
I mean, it's illegal. I'll cut this part out. But my sister took him and put him in part of the urinal in his favorite bar, and then the rest of him in the parking lot.
He's fine.
He's fine. Matucci's in San Anselmo.
Yeah. It's not always easy to say, but we all know
It's very
it's
therapeutic. I think more people should be,
Yeah.
if they didn't like their parents, encouraged to do bad things with their ashes.
It's all good, man.
Don't worry about it.
You're safe now. You're safe now. Your wife's a therapist. It's fine.
Had to be.
So she walked to the cemetery in a swimsuit and placed flowers on the grave of a friend. She sunbaked in the park. Her mother, quote, Norma loves to sunbake and read history books.
Hey, like you.
She neither drinks nor smokes and never reads trashy love stories, like most modern girls. The Dubbo Liberal then asked towns people about Norma, and no one saw the bikini, and the paper said the Telegraph must have been short on copy and was misinformed because it didn't happen. So 17-year-old Patricia Riley designed her own bathing suit. The bottoms had 8 inches of transparent netting on each side. So technically, it's within the rules, but the side of her thighs are exposed. And she wears it to Bondi. Aub Laidlaw had been a lifesaver and beach inspector since 1929. He was 6 feet tall, quote, with massive shoulders and a barrel chest, and wearing a distinctive white Panama hat with inspector embroidered on the band. He was known as the King of Bondi. Aub took one look at Patricia and booted her, and he made her put on regular bottoms to return to the beach. Patricia told reporters she'd come back the next week, that she would come back the next week, and she did. This time she was wearing flesh-colored briefs under the bikini bottom. And beach inspector Bill the Whale Willis,
Jesus Christ.
he kicked her off the beach. And then she put on a modest two-piece, then went and stood on a car and held up her bikini, and about 2,000 men then gathered.
There we go.
She threw it into the mob, and they tore it to pieces as they tried to get a souvenir. Just very normal.
What the fuck?
Just dudes.
She threw the two-piece that she had gotten.
And they tore it apart because they're dudes.
We're eating it.
On October 19th, 1846, Pauline Morgan, who was a 17-year-old dressmaker, strolled down Bondi in a bikini, and a crowd of hundreds of men formed and ran towards her, trampling shelters, knocking over women and children. The mob surrounded her, some climbing on shoulders, and they made wolf calls, cat calls, and whistled. Morgan was knocked to the ground. Teens tried to untie her strings, and then a middle-aged dude pulled her out and told her to, and took her up to the dressing sheds. Wow. Bros. Quote, "The costume is indecent. I used my authority to confiscate it. And smell it. I've got to do this by law." Very normal, just confiscated the bikini. They gave her a receipt for it. There you go.
Oh, well, that's all right. I didn't get a receipt.
Pauline went back in a one-piece, quote, "I can't understand all the fuss. 2 weeks ago, I wore a brief costume on Bondi Beach and never heard any more about it. But it wasn't as brief as the one I wore today." So she said her fellow dressmakers disliked it, and many people, however, in the press and just in general, blamed Pauline, not the men chasing her and trying to rip off her bikini.
No, they're heroes.
So the next summer, they had detectives undercover as beachgoers.
That is hilarious. I love sand. What a great day. Just having a day off with my friends.
My other 4 bros.
There!
Okay, so 4 years later, not one store still dared sell bikinis.
Really?
And then in June 1951, American actress Jean Parker went to Bondi in a bikini. It was a publicity stunt. The Whale told her to leave, and Jean told reporters she'd worn bikinis on tons of U.S. beaches, and Australian women should try it because it's very comfortable. American papers then mocked Australian prudishness.
You're welcome again. I mean, bailing you out of, we're good. Okay.
Yeah. In 1951, the Waverly Council voted 8-2 to keep enforcing the beachwear rules.
Jesus Christ.
But more and more people are pushing the limits. And Aub told the Sun Guardian, quote, "Despite the trend overseas, I don't think bikinis will ever be allowed on Bondi."
That's still.
I stand by this.
Yeah.
Write this down. Get my name right. There will never be bikinis on Bondi Beach.
Or drinking beer out of your water bottle.
Over the next few years, more women wore bikinis and inspectors dealt with them. The Whale later said he was a lifesaver and that they resented policing outfits, but it was the job. But just a couple years before, he'd said, quote, "The scantier a girl's costume, the scantier her brains."
What the fuck does that even? What the fuck?
I've talked to hundreds of girls, and I have noticed that the ones who wear sensible one-piece costumes are full of sound sense.
Yeah, the bikini ones probably don't want to talk to the Whale about their wear.
You seem to have a real problem.
Boy, what is it with these women who I'm trying to tell what to wear?
By 1957, Aub was more lenient. He posed for a picture with a woman whose suit he approved of, though still very against bikinis. He's officially like part of law enforcement. Yeah.
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 But he's like...
Law enforcement.
So many were now ignoring the law and just wearing bikinis. Some inspectors tried to be kind and quiet when dealing with a bikini infraction. But one inspector said Aub would, quote, "come up and scream and yell." And he now started to be mocked in cartoons. So, despite current media trying to paint Aub as a lifesaver who was a bit strict, I looked it up, and in 1935, he beat a dog with his whistle until it bled.
What the fuck?
Yeah,
What
about
day?
what time?
What day?
I hope so.
So he admitted that he struck the dog with his whistle.
Wow.
Okay.
Until it bled. Smiled.
Yeah.
And
that proves that he has qualities for leadership, and why you should consider him to be Vice President of the United States of America.
Yep. In case the president can't kill a dog.
So in March 1961, Alderman W.F. Jackson of Greater Wollongong
We're back, baby.
said beachwear was too daring. Women's organizations had been given presentations about offensive swimwear. So women's organizations, the Christian women, the Grundys, are going around giving presentations to the politicians to try to get them to pull it back.
Okay.
Well, not.
And Jackson said if laws were enforced, clothing manufacturers would have to make suits to standards. 6 months later, on a Saturday, Bondi is packed. And Kevin Smith of ABC was doing man-on-the-street interviews about bikinis, and then he went to the beach, and he encountered Joan Barry, who was an actress and a dancer.
Excuse me, do you think that bikinis should be banned?
Well, I most certainly do, and I don't think it does justice to a woman's figure. I think that there's nothing so beautiful and so, would attract attention to the streamlined and the beautiful woman's figure so much as the piece with the skirt, which I think in silhouette looks simply beautiful. But the bikini, no, definitely not.
And this time, need I mention, we're on Bondi Beach. Do you think that bikini should be banned?
Oh, definitely not, no.
Why do you say that?
Well, I think most Australians like sunshine, and, the more sunshine you can get on your body, all the better, so far as I'm concerned. I think once you've worn a bikini, you'd never wear a one-piece costume again.
What's your name?
Antonia.
How old are you, Antonia?
4.
Do you know what a bikini is? What is it?
It's a swimsuit.
What do you think of bikinis? Do you think they should be stopped? People should be allowed to wear them?
Hey, what the fuck just happened?
That was the first case of a brown person on Australian television. It's a very historic moment in our country. I don't know why you're mocking it. It's a fun old time of inclusivity.
Okay.
That was
one of
the weirdest thing I've ever seen.
Oh, shit.
A little child eating an ice cream.
Yeah.
Being interrogated by a
And
journalist.
what do you think of tits?
Go forward. Past the young 4-year-old he asked about bikinis. Just me having fun.
Do you think that bikinis should be banned?
No, of course not.
Why not?
Oh, it's just a fashion. There's nothing wrong with them.
Excuse me.
Please.
Hang on, madam. Don't walk around here with that. Put something on, please. Otherwise... All right. You want me to take this first, confiscate it? Well, it's somewhat property. I don't care. Well, I'll confiscate it. You confiscate it. Yeah, I will. All right. Now, you get something on. Don't stand out here like that, now. You come over with me, sir. You come over to the... Take it over to the... You come over to the back to the pavilion. Come on, come over to the beach inspector. No, never mind. Never mind whether it's lovely or not. You can come to the beach inspector over to the pavilion. You want to talk? Come on.
So she was arrested right there.
Holy shit.
And Ob takes her away and orders her to change and to give her name and address. And she refuses to give her name and address.
Yeah.
And then he has her arrested and taken to the police station in her bikini.
What the fuck? Guys, like, okay.
And they send a cop to her home to get a dress. And they
From
bring
her address. This could get confusing.
And then they bring the dress back and they have her get it, and then they seize her bikini.
When I seize a bikini, I freak out. But I gotta go grab a dress from her address.
And the sergeant tells her it's offensive And Joan says hundreds of women are wearing bikinis on the beach, and Laidlaw is a fool. 2 days later, she's in court. The cops bring the bikini to court in a brown paper bag. It's very naughty, Robert.
We call to the stand the bikini.
Quote, the bikini was placed on a bench before Mr. Bott SM. SM is magistrate, I assume. He adjourned, that's why you're here. He adjourned the hearing for 2 weeks. There's like other stuff to do. Ob told the Sunday Mirror, quote, we are really making war on the bikini brigade this year. In the next days, inspectors went on a tear, removing over 50 women from the beach. The Sun printed a photo of Ob and another inspector menacingly standing over a woman in a bikini. So this photo in particular was very bad for the inspector's public image. The Sun noted that under Ordinance 52, both of the inspectors in the photo had on illegal outfits.
Oh. Yeah, and he was wearing a whiteface, which was banned at the time.
I mean, honestly.
So many papers are now covering what are called the bikini attacks. A Daily Telegraph headline was, Storm in a Bikini. And it said the law was horribly outdated and everyone was breaking it. And this just let inspectors choose who they wanted to fuck with. Ob was not fazed and said it came down to his judgment. Quote, after you've been on the job for a while, you know what's right and what isn't. I think a lot more girls are trying to get away with daring costumes. I sent 3 more off today, another fortnight, and we'll have them weeded out.
Sure did, man. Good work.
Local government officials said they would update the law. And when Joan had her trial, the public was massively in favor of bikinis. The Waverly mayor said it wasn't just women. Quote, we are taking a good look at the men as well, and many of them have been sent off the beach for wearing exaggerated jockey shorts. The Herald reported that Joan's bikini was available for viewing at Paddington Police Station.
Jesus Christ. I'd like to question it.
Hi, I'm here to see the bikini. No, I'm not. No, I wasn't running. Joan went to court at least 4 times, from what I could read.
Fuck, wow.
According to the Forgotten Australia podcast, the cops expected her to ask for a closed court and plead guilty to avoid publicity, but, quote, this is what she said, quote, I've got nothing to hide. So they're expecting this just all go away. And she's like, fuck you, I wore a fucking bikini.
Yeah. You know what I'm sensing? A girl boss. She knows what's going on.
She wanted everyone to see it. And in court, her lawyer questioned Ob. The lawyer showed a photo of him confronting Joan and said his scant outfit didn't meet regulations, and Ob had to agree that it did not.
Yeah.
The judge said Joan was a person of good character, but very foolish in behavior. And she was fined £3 for offensive behavior and also calling Ob a fool.
Not bad.
Fool?
£3.
Yeah. Because he's like a cop, so you're not allowed to, I guess, do that. Ordinance 52 now looked completely ridiculous. Waverly Councilman Alderman Enfield had an idea. Women in 2-piece swimsuits should parade in front of the council. Quote, Alderman could then judge if bikinis are decent.
I've got an idea, fellas.
That's a great protest. And I'll be there the whole time.
I think it's time for local council to get involved in it.
So that didn't happen.
Come on!
The law was gone before the end of the year, and people just had to wear a proper and adequate bathing suit. Inspectors had much less authority, and bikini crimes were over. Bikini Crimes. But it feels like Ob, and based on all the reading I did, Ob and the Whale tried to redo their past a little bit, making it seem like they were okay with bikinis but had to follow the law and enforce the rules, and they didn't want to. But then I found that they had beach inspector reunions. Well, they started in like 1960. At one, the Whale posed with an 18-year-old girl for the press. In 1967, beach inspectors were given a look at beachwear and what to inspect that year.
Now, I'm going to show you what will be on the beach this season. And some you'll approve of, and I know there might be some you'll disapprove of. But you will see some controversial garments, and I'd like to know whether you approve of them or whether you disapprove, and I'm sure you'll give me an opinion.
What do you object to in this one?
I don't at all.
That's the Whale.
I mean, it's magic.
Would you put any of these off the beach?
Not in the fit.
What do you think of this one?
Well, I think it's all right on the top, but the bottom is very rude. That's just my personal opinion.
Actually, you know, I have daughters of my own, and sometimes I feel that there should be a little more courage up with these things. Look at the distance between here and there.
Oh, no,
frankly.
no.
Don't you think so? You know, after all, there are others.
Would you let your own daughters wear this?
Well, it's problematical. If under my constant surveillance, I'd be very happy about it. But when they get away from the bosom of the family, sometimes the temptation is sometimes a little great.
Excuse me.
It's a bit long on that side.
Excuse me. What are you actually looking for here? What did you think of the bikinis on show here? Do you approve of that one?
Very much so.
Where are you from?
Southwood.
A little broader minded there than they are down south?
I think so. Yeah, a little bit more.
Would you pass them all as a beach inspector?
Yes, a lot.
You would?
Yes. Because I reckon you've got to go with the times.
Do you think bikini fashions have changed very much?
I don't think they just go sort of got to get used to them, don't they?
What
they
did
get
you...
smaller and smaller and smaller, and I reckon in a couple of months they get bigger and bigger and bigger.
I mean, it's weird that Chris Andrew and Bill Clinton were there. Steve Morgan was on in the background as well.
Oh my fucking God.
That was like
I can't believe
first episode of Next Top Model of all time.
I can't believe there's still room to be creeped out. That really, it's so fucking obviously insane, but it's also like, we are run by those old white dudes,
Yes.
and that is like, when they're alone, they're like, just us, we've got this. Yeah. And you're like, what the fuck?
These are the old white guys still running everything.
Yeah, who are just like, well, let me measure your fabric. It's normal.
Yeah, when people like Andrew Tate are like, men should go back to when they were real men. That's what men were like.
Right? Yes.
It's just so fucking awful. And from what I could tell, these events went on for like 15 years.
Shut up.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah, they were like framed as like a convention or like this is what you're gonna see, boys, even though all the rules have changed, so they don't need to see it. But it was just like, well, let's placate the guys so they'll be better on the beach this season.
Oh my God. Holy fuck.
Abe Laidlaw retired in 1969, and he's like if you go through and look up his name, he's like this legendary guy. They say he saved about 6,000 people from drowning
Bikinis.
or just from bikinis. The Waverly Council approved nude sunbathing in 1979. Abe Laidlaw died in 1992.
Oh.
And now, so that's you guys, that's your city.
I mean,
do you like it to finish in this way? No, I just did this on purpose because I felt like this was going so well. Like, honestly, for the first, 3 or 4 hours of this, I was, having such a good time. I was like, this is one of the best ones. This is the best 8-part episode I've ever been involved in. But the last 9 or 10 hours have really been a bit depressing.
I mean, progress was
it was fun when it was like, look at this, it's like a striptease, it's the invention of the bikini, this is fun, Bondi Beach, and now you're like, oh yeah, that guy who saved 6,000 people was everyone's terrible. Why can't you just let anyone be good? Why can't just one person? Why can't a big old whale lifesaver bikini inspector be a nice guy? Why can't he be good?
Wait, is that what the Brendan Fraser movie's about?
Yep. And the movie The Whale Rider. Weirdly enough.
All right, should we do one and record it?
I just told a story, Will. That's all that happened. I just told the story.
I mean, no, you told us one story and then you catfished us into another story. That's what happened. You tricked us.
Well, there was progress. You could
There's progress, mate. Go down to Bondi. People were wearing nothing. No clothes at all.
Now you can wear whatever you want at Bondi Beach, right?
Yes.
Okay, so that's progress. The Christian wowsies or whatever you guys call them, or the
wowsies, yes. That's what they call them. The wowsies.
That kept coming up, but that got beaten back.
Out of trees. Beware of the wowsies.
They got beaten back, and in the end, liberation won, right? You just had to go through a bunch of fucking dickheads.
Okay, when you frame it like that, that is nicer. Okay, all right, that's good. We can all go home. We can have a nice time. Good, all right.
Give it up for Wil Anderson. Thank you so much, Cindy. We appreciate it doing this. Thank you. And this podcast is also brought to you by me, Gareth Reynolds. Go to GarethReynolds.com for some of these stand-up dates I'm about to throw your way. Join me, be part of the Gare Force. August 9th and August 10th, I will be in Fort Collins, Colorado at the Comedy Fort having a good time. Then in September, San Diego, September 18th. September 20th, Bakersfield. Manchester, Connecticut, September 24th. Albany, New York, September 25th. Syracuse, New York, September 26th. October 2nd, I'll be in Ontario, California. Tempe, Arizona, October 3rd. I will be at Helium in Portland, November 1st, November 2nd, and November 3rd. I will be in Seattle, Washington, November 6th, Vancouver, Canada, November 7th, and then 2 shows, New Year's Eve in Austin, Texas at Cap City Comedy. That's December 31st, Cap City Comedy, New Year's Eve. Go to GarethReynolds.com for tickets and information. I'm calling on the Gare Force. Come and join me for a show. Be part of the movement. I love you.
Lindora Weight Loss and Wellness is leading a movement in metabolic health. With a long 50-year brand history, now franchising for the first time. Lindora offers everything from weight management programs and the latest innovations in weight loss medications, injections, hormone therapies, IV therapy, and more. Lindora's team has decades of health, wellness, and franchising expertise to generate strong brand awareness in every market and operate successful locations. Visit ownalindora.com to inquire about franchise opportunities in your market.